Greeting, programs. This is the interview of Judge Major Jeffrey Webb of the RMA for the Extra Life Charity 24-hour gaming session. So, Jeffrey, how long have you been gaming?
Well, I've been an avid role-playing gamer since 1986. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons when a friend of mine in Boy Scouts introduced me to it, and it's been a passion ever since.
Very cool. So what are your favorite games?
I have a lot. Almost any flavor of D&D, yes, including 4th, it has its uses. I also love Traveler, Star Frontiers, Gamma World, even Gangbusters, Cyberpunk, Shadowrun. But most recently, I've been getting into Dungeon Crawl Classics. I also have a long-running Mech Warrior campaign, so there's quite a few.
Awesome. So have you played or DM'd for the DCC RPG before?
I have actually done both. I was privileged to play my first real DCC game at North Texas RPG Con. I got to play with Jim Wampler as the judge. He was running a Purple Planet game, which is sort of a really weird twist on John Carter. It was a lot of fun, and he's also working on the Mutant Crawl Classics game, which I'm looking forward to. I brought my love of DCC home, and I've been running it for our club here, and we've actually had a really good time so far.
Okay, so what are your impressions of DCC RPG so far?
Well, DCC, to me, is everything that belongs on a Molly Hatchet album cover. Everything that would look good painted on the side of a 70s van by Boris Vallejo. It's more or less the conception of what 70s gaming was like, boiled into its purest form. So a lot of the mechanics are very modern in a way. Everything is roll high. You know, your attack bonus you add to the D20. Armor class runs upward from 10. But the feel of the game is very old school. It is very let the dice fall where they may. When you roll up a character, you roll 3d6 straight down the list. There is no drop the high die, drop the low die, assume arrange to taste. You're pretty much supposed to play the game as it falls. There are so many wonderful mechanics that harken back to the way things used to feel, like mercurial magic. No two spells will cast the same by different wizards. My magic missile may look like energy arrows. Your magic missile might look like daggers materializing and throwing themselves across the room. It's all very fantastical. Deities can actually get upset at their clerics, and luck comes into it. Thieves can regenerate luck. Halflings can lend luck to other people. It's just awesome. I have enjoyed all of it, even the extremely funny dice. I mean, getting used to the first set of polyhedrals back in 86 was one thing, but now we've got D14s and D16s and D3s. I love Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's been a lot of fun to play with, so I can't wait for this event.
Very cool. So what are your expectations of the Extra Life game?
Well, I expect everything to go horribly wrong almost immediately, because that's what happens when I play with the particular group of players that I've drawn for this event. All of them bring something different and chaotic to the table, and so I imagine I'm going to spend a lot of time writing the adventure and a whole lot of time behind this judge's screen rewriting the adventure, because no plan survives contact with these players. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think 24 hours is going to be a slog, which is part of why we've broken it up into 3 days. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully it will be very entertaining for the people that tune into our Twitch channel.
Very cool. You didn't choose a class to play, so what question do you
Well, yeah, that's true. That question doesn't apply because I'm not playing a single class. I will be the judge, which is the DCC term for Game Master, Dungeon Master. And I'm going to be taking the advice of the DCC rulebook, which is this small tome here. And I will be rolling my dice on this side of the of the DM screen so that everyone can see what I'm rolling, and the game will maintain that level of crazy, that level of random. And we'll see how that happens. There will be no fudging on my part, so things are likely to get pretty interesting.
So potential for player death.
Oh, I'd say there's a better than average potential for player death, but at the same time, things could get really gonzo.
So, are there any additional comments that you want to make about the...
Well, I'm looking very forward to it. I feel fortunate to have these particular 6 players. We do have a large group of gamers in our organization, and the folks that volunteered to step up are each a lot of fun to play with, all in very different ways. So this is going to be great. Hopefully we will do better than our 2014 effort, in which we raised, I believe I went back and checked, it was $1,140 for Children's Miracle Network. We're shooting to exceed that amount this year. And I think the more we make people out there watching the stream laugh, the more we draw them into the fun we're having, the more they'll be inclined to donate to the effort. And it's all for a great cause. So I hope people tune in, and I hope people help back us, because we'll be playing our rear ends off for a whole day.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing more of you at the game table.
All right. See you later, and have an okay day.